everyone, Viking back. Today we're looking at a wild card. Now this is a game called Megaton Rainfall. It is a first-person superhero game, but it was released in 2017 and it was developed by like one guy, I think. I don't know exactly. It could have been a team, who knows. But it has procedural generation. I'm a big fan of like No Man's Sky and like space games in general. Um, so this has been on my radar, but it's a PS VR game. So I never got it, but I looked it up. It's on sale right now for about $5.50 or something in the PSN store. And you don't have to have VR to play it. They have like a mode that's like this, as you can see right here. So I picked it up because it's like it just looked cool. Now, granted, it's 2017's a while ago, but for an indie game, it's so cool. As you can see, I was on the moon and I flew to Earth, and you fly into Earth, and they have cities. The major cities have landmarks. Like I've been to Delhi or wherever the Taj Mahal is. I've seen the Taj Mahal. I've seen um, some other landmarks, but not all the cities have landmarks. It's not like a Google Earth or whatever. But as you can see, you can go down to the ground. There's cars. Um, there's people driving around, and everything is destructible with your powers. So the premise of this game is you're like this supreme being, you're invincible, you can't die, and you can see those little arrows in the background with the numbers. There's 9 missions. I'm on like mission 3 or 4 or something. And every time when you go to the mission area, there's aliens, and they look like, UFO type, metal robotic type enemies, but you have to kill them with your powers while trying to not have a lot of collateral damage. Um, in the cities, everything's destructible, man. Like I'll blow some buildings up here, whatever, show you. I kind of herky jerked my joysticks. But as you can see here, I wrecked this building here. You shoot your little blasts. There's a bunch of different powers you unlock after each mission. You get another power, so it's like kind of you don't have everything right off the bat. But I got these hand blasts, and I have like a beam laser, and I have they call it a gigaton blast, where it's like a nuke. You hold your hands together and you shoot this nuke, and it like mushroom clouds like blocks of the city. It's crazy. And I'm just kind of amazed. Granted the graphics aren't super great. The when I go down to the ground, you'll see the pedestrians and stuff are a little blocky. But for a proof of concept of a game, this is awesome. Look at the people running away. Yeah, look at the people. And it's just nuts to me that this game exists, and in 2017 to now 2025, that nobody's tried to do a game like this with like top tier graphics, more powers, create your wardrobe or your look. I read online in one of the comments, someone said this is a Homelander simulator, which is funny. But the thing that's also crazy is with this destruction and the narrative. There's a narrative, maybe in a different video I'll show it, but you can shoot your blasts into the ground and drill to like the core of the Earth or the planets, and we'll get into planets because I unlocked a flight power that I can fly to any planet in the solar system. Mars, I've been to Mars. I've been to the moons of Mars. I've been to our moon. I've been to Saturn. I've been to Uranus. I've been to Jupiter. Um, as you can see when you go up here, and it's just, I mean, I'm kind of jaw dropped a little bit with how cool this is. I mean, it's just really cool. Like, look, you can fly anywhere on Earth. You know, they have the, you know, here we're over Malaysia and India. I want to try to fly over and find the. I'm gonna try to find Mount Everest, I think, or you know, you can go try to find after I go to this island. But you know, it's not 100% accurate like Google Earth or whatever. But there's, you know, cities. You can see them down there. They're kind of the little light blocks. It reminds me of No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky kind of has this feel when you're going down to the planets and stuff, but this was again 2017, and I think made by one guy or a small team. But let me get back to the flying. You not only can go to all the planets in the solar system, later in the game you can go out of the solar system and explore the universe and go to different stars like No Man's Sky. Go to different stars, and I guess each star has a planet or two, you know, it's whatever, but it's like infinite, you know, which just boggles my mind. And the game is under, it's like 1 gig. This game is like 1 gig. That's nothing. It's crazy. Um, so here I'm just flying around. You can see, you know, the cities are just, I mean, it's just cool. I mean, you know, if you wanna, there's after I beat the game, you can unlock I assume there's a free mode where I think you can just go around and destroy stuff. So here's the people. See, they look at you when you come down. Um, there, I blew that house up. But I mean, their damage destruction when you get to the big cities with the skyscrapers, like, you know, the real metropolitan areas. You can use your beam and like cut the skyscrapers in half, and they fall. Like the physics are there. There's one part where I think in one of these videos that I'll probably put out or whatever, I shot the bottom of a skyscraper. It fell like a controlled demolition. It was just so cool. There's a little glitch. I can see the water's coming through and the whatever, but for what this is, it just boggles my mind. It's so cool. You can go into the ocean. You can go down into the oceans, and there's fish. Um, it's just crazy to me, like that this exists and that it's like not talked about more. It's just crazy. You got to give this a try. I'm saying, or I'm you know, there's not a lot of depth. You know, you're flying around, and there's a lot of this open countryside where it's like just kind of terrain, and you can deform the terrain, but you know, there's nothing really out here. But it's still just crazy to me. It's awesome. It's awesome. But anyway, yeah, and the fact that you can like fly out into space and leave the Milky Way galaxy, leave our solar system, go into the Milky Way, go out of the Milky Way, and just go to these random procedurally generated areas with planets like this, you know, and I don't think there's cities on those planets, but it's like, man, this is like a no-brainer with how cool this. Anyway, I just wanted to make a video on this, getting it out there. I'm having a blast with it, and like I said, I haven't posted any combat, but there is like, you know, missions with aliens, and it's kind of has an EDF vibe, you know. Um, yeah, like see here, now we're in like a green area, and like the city is, you know, like there's like, I don't know, different biomes and stuff. It's just crazy. And then you can go like blow up some aliens and then go chill back on the moon. I think in this video I go back to the moon, but just look at this. It's cool. There I'm using my beam and I destroyed some buildings. You can see the destruction. Um, it's super cool. I don't know. I just, as far as being um, from a technical standpoint for video games and being kind of a nerd for like procedural generation and just interactable. I keep saying that interactive. Um, Here's the big nuke thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna post more of this. Tell me what you think, if you think it's cool or not. But as always, take care of yourselves. I'll check you in the next vid. Viking out of here. Bye. Super cool game, Megaton Rainfall. Check it out. Bye.